Some people are really fucking mean. Just look for yourself. We found some examples and it's really...
Hello， 大家好，今天我们会接着上一集的热辣滚烫，来找几条我们觉得很有意思的网友的评论，做一些回应。首先来看第一条是为什么采访他，是有什么代表性吗？为什么要采访你？
First of all, I don't have any 代表性. I mean, I cannot represent the West. I cannot represent Germany. I think this is clear.And we never said I represent all Western people's opinion, right?
就这些，没别的解释了。
Yeah, what else should I say?
OK， 然后第二条评论说，两个瘦子指责贾玲对大体重人群的刻板印象，多少有点魔幻。
I mean, why is it ridiculous? Yeah, that's true. I'm not a big size. I basically fit into society's standards. I do have people close to me that are bigger.Or that were bigger actually, so they went through that process of being bigger to being thin or somewhat thinner, and I know from them what it's like and what the difference is basically.
下一个问题，西方社会会直接攻击一个人的外在形象吗？他们去做服务员一类的工作也能有尊重吧？
I can only say what it's like in Germany, but even though it is getting better, I would say, because there's more awareness, but in general, still, bigger people in society get discriminated, they get looks, they get comments, they are treated badly in some ways. So yeah, I know that basically they have disadvantages.
Do they attack you because of your appearance?
Yeah, I mean, I literally just said that, right? They get looks, they get comments. This is a type of attack, right?
So yes, they do.
Yeah, they do.
They're like China.
Of course, yeah.Same
level.
Maybe the level is different. We cannot say that.
Okay.
Yes, of course, this is a problem that is not unique to the society here. This problem also exists in the West, in Western countries, in Germany. Again, I can only speak for Germany. Okay. First of all, I want to make it clear we understood what this film is supposed to be about. The biggest problem for us is, yes, we are aware that the main message of this film.is not about her outer appearance, her change whatsoever, but because this process of losing weight takes up quite a lot of space in that film, the main message shifts a little bit to the background. And this might not have been the intention of the director, but this is what automatically happens.Okay, and then this person who commented said basically that she even breaks some stereotypes because she falls in love and even has some physical contact whatsoever. I don't agree with this. You could say maybe some people think if you're big, you cannot fall in love, or maybe it's harder. Okay, I get it. But actually what this film shows is that she only gets played, right? And I think this is a typical stereotype. This is like basically if you're big, you cannot experience real love. And this is exactly what happened in the film, right? Like she gets used, basically.
对。这也提到了说，正是因为我们没有过度关注外貌，所以我们才会把我们的注意力聚焦在他的性格发展。但很可惜，我们整部电影都没看到太多性格的发展。
In my opinion, again, if your main message is like find yourself, get some confidence, etc., etc., then this whole losing weight part could have been cut out, right? Like you can have all of this, you can have confidence even if your body does not fit into today's society standards or whatever, right?
但网友又会说了，说你把这剪了之后，那还拍啥？那电影没啥好秀的了。贾玲他们团队前期花了多少钱去砸营销、砸宣传，说他减了100斤，短短多长时间内减了100斤，哪都是拿这个作为一个噱头在宣传，你看到了。所以说，如果把这块全部砍掉，他们怎么宣传？没有 marketing 可以做了。
But look, everyone is saying this whole film is about making yourself stronger, right? Which, according to what those fans say, it is not about your looks. It's not about your appearance, right? It's your inner part.But then I'm wondering, where do we see this learning process? And it is a learning process, right? Loving yourself. You need to learn that. You need to learn how to be confident. Where do we see that she learns that? Because we only see that she's learning boxing. And I've actually commented that, yes, learning a new skill like boxing, it definitely can help your confidence.But I would say it doesn't solve all your problems. Like you don't learn boxing and then you're super, super confident. You know how to deal with all those people and, you know, everyone respects you or, yeah. I think that's a little bit far away. Like, again, we don't see like this mental learning process of being confident, loving yourself, etc.
好，下一个评论是，外国人拿腔拿调的，一直避免有任何歧视胖人的词或者字儿。其实他感受不到这部电影想要表达的意思。首先他说你拿腔拿调，你怎么回应这句话？
Everyone has their own opinion. I don't I don't really understand where this is coming from, where I seem arrogant.
他可能觉得你是西方人，没有在中国生活过，
Yeah.
没有真切体会过这个环境，所以他觉得你没有发言权。
There have been similar comments, right? There have been comments like different society or different country whatsoever.
对，他们经常喜欢拿这个词儿来用，就是不同的国情，
Yeah.
什么事儿都是因为不同的国情，不好意思，我们拒绝沟通，我们拒绝想任何的解决方案，就是因为不同国情。
Yeah.
好了，不要再对话了。
Yeah, exactly. And I really don't like this comment because it's an argument that cuts all the exchange, like all the room for exchange, for talking about something, for communication. You just cut it basically because you say, oh, different situation, like you cannot talk about this. And wait, in this situation, I think I can actually talk about it. Yes, I might not have lived in China, in the Chinese society for a long, long time, but the topics that this film touches upon, like self-confidence, learning how to love yourself, body image, all those kind of things, those are things that actually in, let's say, Western countries or in my country, in Germany, has been publicly discussed for a long, long time, which means I have experience. I see how other societies talks about this because being big and all those kind of struggles in the film, they're not unique to China. So I do feel like I can comment on that. So yeah.
对，我觉得我们作为一个公民，我们有权利也有义务让这个世界变得更好。对，所以我们只要是一切是向善的、有建设性意见的，我们都欢迎。
Yeah.
OK， 下一个。
Okay.
这个精彩了，在中国不会因为胖而受到歧视，胖在这个电影里也不是重点。你们俩绕来绕去解释半天，让我觉得你们才是最介意并歧视胖的人。所以
I think, to be honest, okay, let's be honest. I think some people just they don't have a lot of awareness. I mean, if you don't have any bigger size friends, you might not know. But if you have, ask them. And I can guarantee you what I mentioned, right? Like sometimes they get looks, comments, or they just will get treated differently or even bullied, like if we think about school, right? So I think it's very, very blind to say bigger people don't get bullied or don't get discriminated against.
Right.
And also, if you don't believe that, or maybe if your friends even say, we've never experienced that, there are studies about that. So check out those studies.
而且还有证据，
Yes.
我们可以给你们看一下我们随便在网上搜到的一些帖子。Let's go.
Some people are really fucking mean. Just look for yourself. We found some examples, and it's really, to be honest, when I saw that, we discussed a little bit about those comments. I'm a little bit shocked, and I think that's really sad.
对，比如说这个发自己穿搭的小姐姐，你看这评论区有讲，会穿怎么了？你胖啊！完了，就有人评论这边评论区的人素质不行。完了，又有人去攻击他，说美国洋人的绅士就是前一套后一套，就开始转移话题了。你喜欢那就在美国多待待，这纯粹就耍流氓的言论，非理性沟通我们叫。然后这还有人说他多少钱一斤，你像卖猪肉似的。完了这块是最有意思的，你看他们说看看人家贾玲，就说明贾玲做了个非常好的案例，说只要如果你不像贾玲一样把你的体重突然之间减到很低，你就是不对的，你就是错的那一方。所以我觉得这个是很可怕的误导。你觉得呢？
Yeah.
再往下，其他的，然后还有这些，你们可以看到非常恶劣，这些评论非常恶毒，这些玩笑我觉得根本就不好笑。我觉得，所以还是那句话，大家多去了解社会，我觉得会接近真相。OK， 下一条，事实是周围的环境和人他改变不了，别人欺负的是他太善良和软弱。一个人只能改变和强大自己，才能抵御外界的伤害，而不是外界的伤害消失了。
I mean, yeah, I would say this is maybe the biggest point that you can discuss about is this whole, can you change other people? And from those comments, I saw that in general, it seems like a lot of people believe that you cannot change other people. And in general, I also believe that you just cannot, teach someone like, hey, you shouldn't do this, and then they don't do that. That's not realistic. But then on the other hand, because he is also someone again saying like, oh, you need to make yourself stronger. How do you make yourself stronger?
就像你减肥瘦身
But that's your appearance.
不在意别人的观点，你不再做一个取悦他人的人。
But how?
尊重自己的
How do you
观点。
learn that? Because you need to learn that, right? You don't just, and then you can't do that.
电影里头描绘的就是他打拳， 他通过打拳他学习到了。
But what's the connection between you change your, like again, boxing, yes, it can help you with your confidence, but how do you learn through boxing, not to basically pay attention to what other people say or other people's comments or whatever? How? Where is the connection? Where is that learning process?
Good question.
And this is something that we just think is missing, like it's kind of misleading as well. Like it's misleading to think, oh, I learned a new skill and then I know how to love myself. So yeah, very interesting comments, I think. And yeah, I don't know, you can leave another comment if you want. And see you for the next video. Bye bye.
Tschüss.